Catching up with the Rockford IceHogs interim head coach Anders Sorensen on IceHogs Media Day ahead of a busy 3-game road trip for the IceHogs. They will be in Milwaukee on Wednesday and then Grand Rapids Friday and Saturday. Coaches, you had the day off yesterday. How do you reassess what was a busy 3-game and 3-day weekend for your IceHogs? You go 1-1, 0-1 over that stretch. What's your biggest takeaways from the most recent outings for your club?
I thought our process in terms of getting better was there. We did some good things as a group. We did some good things as individuals. Probably felt like we could have had a couple of different things go our way, but that's how it goes, right? So overall, I think we're happy.
You get a nice end cap to that 3-3 with a nice win over Milwaukee on Sunday, and that comes after a pretty strong performance, earning a standings point in the shootout loss on Saturday. It seems like as the weekend rolled along and as more and more got piled up on your plate, the team got better, and it felt like your systems got better, your play away from the puck got better, and then you even got some scoring opportunities to showcase from that. So it's nice to see that upward progression for your club over what could be a pretty challenging situation.
Yeah, no, we're happy. Like I said, overall, kind of what the process of just getting better was there, and like I said, some guys did some really good things, and overall, we'll take it and we'll move on here.
And now focusing on the news announced today, the medical updates for your club. Lucas Reichel in concussion protocol. Brett Connolly expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks with a lower body injury. Michael Krudel and Kale Howarth also on that update as well. They're expected to miss some time. Let's start with Lucas Reichel. The biggest takeaway there, he suffered the injury on Sunday against Milwaukee, left the contest, did not return. How is he progressing? What's he looking like here now?
Well, he's in protocol, so I mean, they got to go through all the steps. And I saw him today. He was in good spirits, and so he said under the circumstances, he's feeling pretty good.
And then you lose Brett Connolly on Saturday night in Chicago. So without Reichel or Connolly, that's some key offensive weapons. What can you tell us about Brett? And then is there any timelines you're anticipating for either one of these two?
Well, I mean, the timeline is what I think with Brett, they said about a week to 2 weeks max. And then with Lucas, with the concussion protocol, that's unknown, right? It just depends on how he's feeling every day and the steps he can take. I know he took the first step today, so it seemed like that went well, and then we'll take the next step tomorrow and see where he's at and go from there.
Scott Powers, your line is active.
Hey, Anders.
Hey,
with Kurashev coming down and Josiah going up, what went into those decisions, and if you can kind of talk where Josiah is at in his game, and what do you guys hope that with Kurashev can achieve down there?
Well, I mean, Kurashev, he needs ice time. He needs to play and needs to get his game going offensively. We know he's got some offense in him, so we'll put him in that situation here. And then with Josiah, he's played really well in the role he has. In terms of playing maybe in the bottom 6 role and killing penalties, and he's done it really well.
Is that what they were looking for up there? Was it more of, I guess, rather than Nylander at this point, or? Yeah,
you know what? You have to ask those guys.
Okay. How's it been going with the 3 goalies? How's that rotation been working for you?
So far so good, because it's been it kind of been out on different situations. If it was Colin with the COVID, and then Malcolm and what he had going on. So we really haven't had the 3 goalies here, for a long stretch of time. So this is probably the first time that they're all really healthy at the same time. So trying to get, see if it stays like that, and we'll get in a little bit of a rotation here.
I know Derek's talked a lot about kind of adjusting to, being a head coach in the NHL, and you've been a head coach at different levels, but what's the adjustment been like for you to be a head coach at American League level?
More media. Not as much as Derek, but no, I think that, I mean, just a little bit of a media, and just managing the people around and making sure everybody knows what we're doing every day, and maybe not as involved every day with some of the nitty and gritty of the X's and O's, but we have a good staff around that we talk through things. But so far so good. I mean, I've been here for a few years in different capacities, so nothing's really new to me in terms of the day-to-day stuff.
Thank you.
Greg Boyson, your line is active, sir.
Hey, Coach. Roster turnover, nothing new in this league. You got to change on the fly. all the time.
Yeah.
Next man up, I'm sure that's a popular saying as well. Is this the opportunity now for Evan Barrett to take that next step and establish himself as one of the top prospects? It's kind of a guy we've been waiting on, and now here's his chance to move up in the lineup. Is he one of the guys you're looking forward to take that next step?
Yeah, I think his progression over the last 4 to 5 games has been done really well for himself, and he's been playing with some purpose in his game. He's been playing with some intensity in his game, and he's been able to put a few points up. He's been around the puck a lot, so we're happy with how he's progressing here. So it's been a process for sure, but yeah, we're looking to him to take that next step for sure.
And real quick, on the back end, there was a stretch over the weekend where you had 4 straight goals from defensemen, and they were all their first goals of the season. Can you just talk as a whole, this group of young guys, how they've progressed during the season? It's been a little challenging at times, but it seems that it's coming together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the key word. It's coming together a little bit. I mean, they are young, and a lot of them come from environments where they were, had a lot of offense in their game. But as you get older, as you get to the American League level or NHL level, you gotta defend first, which is a big part of it. And I think they're all making strides there, and then just learning how to play within themselves in certain situations. And I think they've done a really good job of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And then, Coach, before I let you go, you got a busy week ahead of you. You got Milwaukee tomorrow, also Grand Rapids on Friday and Saturday. It feels like that 3-3 was the unofficial start to the meat of the schedule where you're playing a lot of games in a short amount of time. What are you looking forward to from your group? You've seen Milwaukee already. You haven't seen Grand Rapids since the beginning of November. But with your battle plan laid out, what does it look like moving forward for your club?
Yeah, I mean, we just take it, the next game kind of mentality here, so we know we got Milwaukee on the road. They're big, heavy team, so we got to be ready to respond and use our strengths. And then we travel to Grand Rapids and we'll see what they got. But yeah, I think we're in a good spot right now, and we've got some new bodies in, and Cam Morrison is back. And yeah, so I think we're just gonna kind of take it day by day here.